Hey everyone, my name is Kaitlyn. I'm a co-pilot from SUU Aviation, born and raised in Oceanside, California, and transferred out here for this amazing aviation program, which we're going to talk about later in this video, so let's get started. So a co-pilot is a connection and orientation pilot. Basically, we're a student mentor for everyone in the aviation program. It's kind of like the ACE on campus, except we are specific to our program here. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. There's 10 of us that are here to answer any questions you may have. Help you study, see if you need to talk to somebody else, find the correct answers for you if we don't know the answer offhand. Just kind of help you get your foot in the door, get you situated here at SUU Aviation, and help you along your whole career here. So I do have a background of aviation before I transferred here to SUU. I started flying when I was 14 years old. I did a basic private pilot ground school at my local community college. Showed my parents I was dedicated, got a scholarship from AOPA, and that kicked off my flight training when I was 15. I got my private pilot license in Carlsbad, California at Palomar Airport. I was 17 when I got my license, 16 when I soloed, and then I transferred here with that. I was flying a 172, so definitely a little less advanced than the Cirrus that we have here. Nonetheless, just as fun. I've had quite a few hours in different airplanes. I have the 172, the Cirrus, the Cedar now, as well as the Bonanza, and a few hours in a Yak 52 to do aerobatics. I would say out of all of those, the Bonanza is my favorite to fly all time, just because it challenges you at every phase of flight. But the Yak 52 is also a blast because it was aerobatics, and you can't say no to that. I figured I wanted to be a pilot when I was 14. My dad, when I was a baby, and when he was in high school actually, was pursuing his pilot's license, and I was being born. They had to put it on hold, and he ended up not picking it up again. But I always had the knowledge that he was doing it. Never ever piqued my interest. We went to air shows all the time when I grew up. You know, I like anything fast and loud, but never once thought that I could be the one flying the airplane until I was at a hot air balloon festival in Temecula, California. I went to a flight school booth to just pick up a pamphlet to say something stupid to my dad. And, oh, you know, to turn an airplane on the ground, you use your feet, not your hands, unlike a car. And I was reading through it, and it didn't even seem that hard. And so my dad was like, well, why don't you look at the community college, see if there's still a ground school that you can take. And the rest is history. I did just that, and here I am now with 200 hours at one of the best aviation programs in the US. I chose SUU because of the fleet, the environment, the surrounding area, and just, I guess, the hospitality they have here. I was looking at, you know, all the different schools across the US, and I wanted something closer to home in California. I didn't want something on the other coast. I wanted something with nice airplanes and some beat-up 172s I was used to, especially if I'm going to a collegiate program. And when I was looking at SUU, I had everything I wanted between the time in the Cirrus, time in the Cedar, which I was incredibly excited for tailwheel, complex time. They give you a lot of training in different types of aircraft, so you can get those endorsements, and that was a huge plus for me. And it was a new environment. You know, I flew on the coast, I flew in the desert, but it was busy airspace all the time, and lots of airspace all the time, and it's very flat. Out here, I get the high altitude training as well as practice without a tower, and I get to see some of the most gorgeous scenery out there. We have Zion and Bryce, and those are such a blast to fly over all the time. So the surrounding area, the people are incredible. I love the open door policy, and there's the scholarship opportunities the school as a whole has for itself as well. They have plenty for any student coming in, and that's what helped me make my decision to come here. So Sphere 1 is the FBO on the field, and they're the only FBO on the field. And for those of you who don't know, FBO is fixed base operator. They provide fuel to SUU as well as any other aircraft that come in. They also provide hangar space for any of the other general aviation aircraft that come in, catering services, charter services. I've worked there for over a year now as a fueler and front desk receptionist. I've worked on charters. I've fueled SkyWest. I've fueled Bombardiers, Blackhawks, Apaches. It is pretty incredible all the types of aircraft we get here at this small of an airport. And it's been nothing but a blast over there. So my hobbies, I mean, if you're in Utah, you have to love hiking and being outdoors. So hiking is huge, camping is huge, mountain biking, and running. I do like to do a lot of running. The hiking here, though, is incredible. You have Zion. I've done almost every hike at Zion now. I'm waiting on a few to reopen. Bryce Canyon has quite a bit. Cedar Breaks has a ton, and there's a bunch of little hidden ones all over. The Vortex and the Maze down in St. George are incredible, as well as Elephant Arch. And my next few ones are Lower Calf Creek Falls up in Escalante, and doing the Narrows top down is what I'm looking forward to. Goals as a whole around here is just to keep doing my flight training, become a CFI, CFII eventually. either get employed here or in the local area so I can complete my degree and teach others as well, you know, help spread the passion for aviation. And then go to the airlines eventually. Anything that pays me and I can live a comfortable life while flying, I'd be pretty happy with. All right, so that's it for this video. Go ahead, if you have any questions, leave them below. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we hope to see you here soon.